hey, this is Space Monkeys. They send us out to outer space because primates are too good.
All right.
I'm Sean.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Josh from episode 13.
Holy shit. I know you guys are jealous because I already got his autograph twice.
We can't decide if he's famous or infamous yet.
I don't think I'm either. It's literally the least viewed episode of any of the podcasts.
It has since become not the least viewed.
But it is the most talked about.
That's why
That's
why I got your autograph twice. I'm hedging my bets.
So, before we kick off, we got some Sean-anigan stories. And,
we also have a word of the day.
Oh, yes, we do. And I have a topic that I thought was really funny when it came up. It's probably not going to be as funny now that we're recording it, but
you're not passionate about it anymore.
It might be funny depending on how much of a tirade I go on. But I have uncovered some very interesting information about Sean recently.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
I've been digging up his past.
What from your past have you not told him about that he could possibly pull up?
It is correct that you lived in Reno for many years, right?
Correct.
All right. I thought so. All the pieces are coming together. Anyone here familiar with Reno 911? Any of the fans?
I'm not a huge fan, but it's a good show.
Well, there's a character in Reno 911 that Sean inspired.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. It's the gay cop, right?
No.
I'm at a loss.
Terry, the rollerblading prostitute.
Oh my God, you're Terry the rollerblading prostitute?
You know what he's talking about?
I do, absolutely.
I've never watched the show.
They couldn't find anyone that could be that flamboyant that was of Sean's size, so they ended up getting Nick Swartzen to play the part. I'll throw up a picture, if I can find it, of Terry, the roller skating prostitute.
Oh my God, I gotta watch it.
Hold the phone. I think someone's gonna pull up.
I am gonna pull up a picture.
Some viewing material for Terry, the rollerblading prostitute here. Sean, the rollerblading prostitute.
All right, for everybody, including those at home, this is Terry, the rollerblading prostitute.
Holy shit, I'm wearing those same shorts right now.
They borrowed those from you and gave them back after production, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they're obviously elastic. Look at the size of that guy. Look at the size of me.
That was one of their big concerns in
The
casting
same people
him.
that made those are the same people that make the Hulk's pants.
Well, fair enough. I did tell them my belt size was equator.
All right. So,
I've literally never watched that show.
I'm not a huge fan, but I love that character.
Is it good? I mean, anything?
You ever sold oranges by a roadside?
I can't say that I have.
He did too much drugs. He can't even remember.
for shame, sir.
All right.
You've been outed.
I feel an ambush coming. Or it's happening right now.
I've had this joke in the chamber lined up all week long, waiting for this.
Oh, bravo. I'll give Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, you have no right to laugh at
I thought
others.
about it when I was editing last week's podcast.
Hey, he's thinking about me.
Oh, sorry. It's Ryan.
It's funny, 'cause he's doing a very tiny motion with his fingers. It's funny because I have a tiny dick.
That's cold.
I was in the pool!
I was in the pool!
Wait, I'm getting an email from Seinfeld. They're suing us for stealing the jokes.
All right, that's fine. I got a new business venture that I want to run past you.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, two.
Wait, is it a create your own marathon because you're running it past us? That was a terrible joke,
no.
and I'm proud of it.
Insert drum sounds here.
Or dolphin sound.
It was obscene what I just did.
What I'm thinking is, I thought of a genius idea. I don't know where you stand because you're very unavailable these days.
Well,
You're Josh
to
Russell,
everyone,
13.
to everyone except your mother.
Fair enough. You, sir, you have a comic book podcast that you run.
Yes.
What do you think of collaborating. I know it's a new concept because we've never collaborated before. Drum solo. Drum beat again. Binding.
Whoa. Bondage?
No,
The binding of the feet like the Chinese girls?
You take anybody's favorite issue run of comics and you bind them. That's a thing. I just got to find someone to know how to sew or put that together and they can hardcover it.
Oh.
It's a legit thing. We can make some money off that in the shop.
That'd be cool.
Or the only other thing I have is I close the shop and you and I open up a pet store. Only puppies and kittens.
Oh.
And here it is.
What about gerbils and the kittens that can fetch them?
No,
Because he knows
I can't be in the store.
Do you happen to have Walt Flanagan's dog?
No, but think about it. Look, come on. Who wouldn't buy that?
I
Right?
wouldn't. I'm allergic as fuck.
Well, kittens. I'm allergic.
Well,
to.
it's a
allergic
good
too,
thing,
right?
It's a good thing he's
But
not running that by
Here
you.
we
then.
go. Here's the sales pitch. In their little tiny little pins, we put those little mini desk calendars in there, and you just randomly X off days. And when customers come in, you're like, "What is that?" And you go, "Well, that's how much longer they have here." It's a power sale. It's a power sale. You got the visual and then the little nudge later on. Right? But only puppies and kittens. I mean, you can't do like tarantulas or like exotic animals. It's got to be the cute little...
But if you have a python, we know where the animals go.
They're lumps in a tube.
World's longest straw?
Oh, that's right. You just get the big python or anaconda and you're like, what's the calendar thing for? And then you just go...
His feeding.
He's got to eat something.
You just glance over at the python.
The ball's in your court, sir. Or the ball's in his stomach.
Or his stomach.
This is one of the most morbid sales pitches I've ever heard.
I
But it's still a death.
just thought I'd run.
I love when I come on the show and get it so neither of you guys can respond because
That's
I was too
fucking-
absurd. Nobody at home would have got that.
I didn't want to offend you. Your new found fascination with death.
Newfound?
Well, maybe. Okay.
Ryan knows that all too well.
Newly publicized, I should say. Because now everyone's going to hear about it. All right, like 12 people are going to hear about it. I mean,
No,
11 people.
This is an episode.
11 people are going to hear about it. One of our viewers is going to be preoccupied for the next couple of months.
In jail.
Coward in the corner, maybe not from
No,
from other prisoners, but from ghost rat.
No.
You know,
He's
maybe
gonna
we-
be making them cower in the corner. I've seen Devin. Oh, I used the name.
He doesn't give a fuck.
We didn't say what his charges were, so it's probably okay.
You know how earlier we were talking about never nudes? Yeah. Devin, he's almost an almost always nude. Not quite a nudist, but he sure gives it his all. He tries.
I've seen Devin's dick more times than I've seen my own. I don't even hang out with him anymore.
Oops.
Which is why.
It happens. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He is. I really enjoy him.
Just got to peel the onion layers back. And you know what you do with onions? You cry on the process.
You cry.
Because he's in jail.
Yeah, that's like half our viewership.
Quarter.
A quarter.
He does definitely give good feedback, amongst other things.
And heckles. He
Yeah.
heckles the crap out of
I
me.
have never heard an insult about me on this show from him.
No, not at all.
Because nobody talks shit about Josh from episode 13.
The second least viewed episode.
Second.
The most talked about, because I just won't shut up.
I feel like us talking about it might have gotten people to go back.
That's definitely
and
what
watch
happened.
Yeah,
Because,
totally.
like, what's so special about episode... This is terrible.
I couldn't.
He got all the questions wrong.
Every single one. They
Honestly,
even
I
gave
couldn't
me
tell
a
you.
freebie.
I don't look at that stuff. I couldn't tell you what.
Sean didn't even know how to look up how many views we had.
He didn't know how to find your videos without you sending him a link.
He showed what was it? The last one? Did we talk about this before? When he showed me that he literally schooled me on air, and then sent me stuff afterwards
yes.
with the bell. I'm like, what's the bell?
Yes, well, while we're on that subject, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
And ring that bell.
Nest Productions, and ring that bell.
And remind Sean, too. He nods off. He's at that age.
And if you're friends with Sean, since he can never find these, just share our videos right to his Facebook page.
He'd actually appreciate that.
Yeah.
Come Sunday, you're gonna have like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like shares directly to you.
I'll listen to them all. It's like Groundhog Day with me. I'm at that age.
I was hanging out with Ryan one day, and he published one of the videos the podcast while we were out and about doing things.
We were at the shop when I did that.
No. And multiple hours later, when we weren't at the shop, you go, "Oh shit! I didn't send Sean a link. He doesn't know the video's live yet."
Like the one time, like everybody, I'm getting all, you told me like get all the likes and everything. I'm like, I didn't get anything. I didn't hear it.
Yeah. So after I did that, Sean was like, "Oh, now I'm getting the." He said, "Like I remember you saying you were getting the notifications."
Well, after you showed me.
And then this last weekend, he texted me, "Did you upload the podcast?" I'm like,
What a habit.
I uploaded that yesterday.
Oh God.
So Sean has a story to tell us.
Wait, I think it's time for word of the day.
Oh, word of the day.
Word of the day.
All right, you guys know when your dick is being stroked either by a woman or by yourself or a man in Ryan's case.
It's funny because I'm gay.
And you come, and then there's a sudden moment of clarity where you can think clear without your dick thinking for you.
Or being strangled.
It's called an epiphany. Like an epiphany, but with an orgasm. It's when you really come to your senses.
Lots of drum sounds being inserted here today.
Oh, come on. That's funny. Epiphany. Like, you have an epiphany for how many fucking years? Why do all the other vowels get... give them another chance.
Me and Grant came up with this today. Like, it wasn't a thing before, like, this moment, essentially, because nobody else has heard of it until this podcast is live. Oh. This is an exclusive. Epiphany exists.
This is
now.
why we have Josh from episode 13.
You better submit that to Urban Dictionary.
It has been.
Get the fuck out, really?
Yeah, it's live as of 10 seconds ago.
Ryan, look how excited I got. Aren't you impressed that I knew what Urban Dictionary was?
Yeah,
that's what he was gonna
You just learned about that.
So, Epiphany, tell your friends to come to their senses.
Oh.
Everybody needs an epiphany in their life. Saves you from fucking 4s. Beat one off and go, she's not an 8 like I thought she was. Or in Sean's case, when you think she's a 10, she's really a 1.
It's the prelude.
I've seen your exes. Jamie's wonderful, your exes.
It's the prelude to the Coyote effect.
Yeah, so
that reminds that you saying the Coyote effect reminds me of a joke my mom told me. I think it was my mom. It might have been someone else.
Well, your mom's terrible.
Or one of my mom's.
No way, I'm a big fan.
Or one of my mom's friends. I can't remember who exactly, but it was a little story about the joke goes. So this guy's at the bar. He's drinking. He sees a girl. He keeps drinking. Now there's this really hot girl coming up to talk to him. You know, they're drinking together.
You gotta take some liquid courage before you start talking to the hot
chick. They're drinking all night. He goes home with her. Wakes up the next day.
Is this the story when we went clubbing?
No. Wakes up the next day and realizes she wasn't hot. She was a beast. A horribly disgusting beast. And he's like, all right, I can either wait and, just wait it out, have a conversation with her, or I can try and escape. So he chews his arm off and escapes. And she wakes up an hour later and goes, oh, not again. And she throws the arm onto the pile of arms.
That's funny because remember, like I was telling you the story about like groups have their inside lingo, and of course it led to that.
Yeah,
we used to always say, "So how'd it go last night?" Oh man, either it was like awesome, blah blah blah, tell the story, or I wound up on Hoth, which is a Star Wars reference because I woke up with a wampa.
What's Star Wars?
This is why episode 13.
No views. Okay,
People were the negative.
You wake up with a what?
A wampa. That big, ugly snow creature. That
Oh, the
fucking
one when he
Luke.
puts his dick in, right?
No, that was
I've
me.
I've only seen the porn parody.
Oh. The umpire licks back. I never made it to first base.
You know,
Don't tell that story.
what story?
I don't know, but don't tell it.
No, tell it.
Do you want me to tell the club story?
Yeah.
About how he
don't.
was cold as ice?
Oh, no. Let's not tell
We-
that story.
we-
I think we've actually told that one on the air before.
Were you at the male strip club?
Not that time.
Hey,
I melted.
Hey, Josh, you want to get a drink? I know a place. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. Where the hell is Jimmy?
Oh my god, I don't know. He's like MIA. By the way, he said, now there's a decision to be made. Now think long term or think right now.
Okay.
I'm Josh from episode 13. I'm living in the moment.
You know me so well.
I have the script.
Yeah.
Jimmy wants to take it. I'm doing this on air, Jimmy. I don't know where the urgency is gone. You can take it and read it, and I have some extra little short stories that I want tacked on because I got future projects that I'd like to all be involved in. Or Jimmy could take it and, like he said, make copies, and everybody can have one, and everybody be on the same page once you and him decide to do something.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck this guy is.
I would like to read it, and when he shows back up around.
Now watch,
we
because
can
I
get
gave
him
it to
a-
Ryan.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy's like, "Where's the script? Where's the script? Where's the script?" And then Ryan gives it back. The fucking lawn gnomes,
Can I see
not
it
to
right
be
now?
heard of. Now I give it to you. Watch. That's when I hear from him again.
Right.
You suck, Jimmy.
So yeah, I'll take the script.
Okay.
I'd love to read it. At least get the juices flowing. I work in a very long period of time. I'm slow to do things.
All right.
So I'll read it, and I'll get back to you in like 4 years on which direction I think we should go with it.
I'll get a critique about my script before I get my fucking sign on my dog.
You'll get a critique.
That's where he gives you the tip.
I'm gonna critique
His
you on the
tip?
script after the movie's released.
New Urban Dictionary
It's
entry.
gonna sit in the back seat of my car for 2 months.
Critipping, where you put your tip in and then you tell them everything about that's wrong.
2 words of the day. I know. At the premiere, he says with like a mash note. You suck.
Here's some changes I've made. I hope it's not too late.
One of them's not including your sign.
I have a lot of heart and passion, zero follow through.
Seriously. He has been reading this book that we borrowed. I borrowed it first. We borrowed it from a friend, and who borrowed it from a teacher and never gave it back.
It's the Bible when it first written.
I read it, then I gave it to Josh. That was 5 years ago.
Wow. Come on.
I'm on chapter 10
Of like
that's all we can
34.
of like 34. The thing is, I read the first 10 chapters in like 2 days and never picked the book up again.
And I've been like, hey, can I borrow that? I want to reread it. And he's like, no, I haven't finished it yet.
That's like
That's kind of a funny story.
that's his way with small print. Card subject to change. No, you can't borrow it. I haven't finished it. You paid for it, but
All right.
I don't know where the hell.
How do we gotta look?
It's awesome though.
You know, there's no format to Space Monkeys.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Story time. I've heard this story once, and I'm ready to hear it again.
Which one are you talking
The
about?
bed.
Oh, the bed?
Yeah.
Oh. This is not my story. This is a phone conversation.
As usual, we're just stealing stuff from other creators, huh?
No. This is a buddy of mine that... are we going to have time to tell the other story?
Probably.
Where we basically committed fraud.
Yes. I think we should have time.
Oh my god. Can I interject?
Oh my god, fucking... This is not
Again?
episode 13.
Go.
I'm going to start my own podcast called Episode
It's
13,
gonna be
and I will be Josh from Episode 13.
And he'll have blackjack and hookers.
You know what? Forget about the podcast and the blackjack.
He's just gonna invite other people on as guests and never be on it. This is episode 13. This is episode
Except
13.
for during the ad breaks where I go, this is Josh from Episode 13. Have you guys heard about Blue Apron?
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Actually, I
Please.
tried it. I got my free subscription from watching the Smodcast.
Did you do the podcast thing?
Yeah, and I don't eat vegetables. It's not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Apron, please sponsor us. I want money.
Audible.com.
God damn it. No, we're not sponsored.
Well, you got a lot of dolphin sounds going on, and it ain't me this time, sir.
I'm not dolphining them out.
Casper
okay.
Net mattresses. Just the right bounce, just the right sink.
They're not copywritten music, so I don't need to bleep them out.
Fair enough.
All eyes in the room. Right over to Terry, the roller skating prostitute.
Only 3 eyes looked at him.
Oh, what was your
Both
other
of
idea?
yours and one of mine. Checking out you.
My brown one was alert too.
Oh, so 5.
Yeah, Sean got just about our full attention.
I wish there was visual.
You've never seen me do that before, have you?
That
I can
was
go
awesome.
partially cross-eyed, which sounds less impressive than it actually looks, really. So you look off to one side.
The chameleon from episode 13.
All right. Let's...
Story time.
I gotta tell.
I didn't tell my story there, and I don't care. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You're the guest.
After you.
Before you.
I like.
I don't
fun.
think he's ready, so you should probably just go.
Are you not ready?
I'm not ready.
Do you need time?
I'm
Take
still
it.
trying to. Never mind.
He's
This
trying
is
to
a story
figure
I-
out how to operate his phone.
No.
If
I'm
you
trying
lick
to-
them, they work better.
No. Not right now.
Did you epiphanize on it?
I'm not telling that story now.
Did you epiphanize on your phone?
That's so funny in so many ways. And people are like not gonna understand what the fuck.
So-
you're talking about.
Nope, we're not telling it. I'm
No,
telling a different story.
yeah.
All right. So one of the many trusted adults in a young man's life. I showed up to their house. I was freshly licensed. I had just turned 16. A very nice woman, mother figure, not my literal mom, but
Right.
a mother figure nonetheless. I show up to her house, and I got my license. Isn't this cool? She's like, yeah, that's awesome. Can I see it? I hand it to her. She's like, does yours and mine look the same? I pull them. It doesn't have her name on it. It has her picture on it, though. Tilt. Looking at them. I go, they look pretty much the same, except my picture's on the opposite side of the license as yours. Minors are on the opposite
Right,
side
yeah,
of the
no,
ID card.
I know
So
that.
hers was perfect, but it was a fake with somebody else's name on it. She was committing fraud and asked a son, essentially, hey, does my fake look real?
She was looking for you for verification. That's awesome.
Yep, so that's my story of my involvement with fraud. I have some wonderful adults in my life. They're terrific. Honestly, nobody has better people. My hands are normal sized.
All right. Are you...
After that, I gotta tell the Wii story.
All right. I think you did tell it, but it might have been on one of the Lost podcasts.
I remember the
know-
water park thing.
I know I've heard the Wii story before.
Well, yeah, I've told you. I know you know this one. But all right. So, what was it? You know the guy I'm talking about. On his behest, don't say his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even remember his name. So
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in so long, I forgot his name completely.
Fair enough.
Actually, I saw him the other day when he was at work. Oh, I don't know him.
I know you
Oh.
don't. So, him and I used to work together when we were in Reno, okay?
Yeah.
And
was this before or after the prostitution on roller skates?
during.
Oh, okay.
It was
Because this was graveyard, so, you shoot in the day. So,
Continue.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's when the Wii came out. Like, very beginning. 2005. November 2006. Okay?
I'm gonna fact check you later. You
Somewhere
said
around,
that way too confidently, and I don't appreciate it.
somewhere around there. Well, trust me.
November 15th,
No.
2016.
Trust me, when you hear this story, you'll know how it burns in my brain. It was like innovative as shit. I mean, like they were advertising.
Nothing was better than the Wii the year ago.
At the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But we were going around because our kids were on the same soccer team.
We know how good your kids are at soccer.
Anyway.
Just kidding, Logan. Thank you for giving your dad shit about
about the
about
garbage
the
disposal.
Was your son named after Wolverine?
It was, yeah. Totally. I said it was.
It
He
was.
was. Sorry, Logs.
He listens to these, right?
Oh, yeah, totally. Never mind.
Some good old time with Dad. He's talking about masturbation with some kids my age on the internet.
He gives me shit. I woke up to some texts and a missed phone call from him. He's giving me the business because he called me later. He's like, I know what time you open up the shop. He's in Texas. Anyway, so me and this guy, we're like sitting there talking. It's like, and his kids would say he wants to get the same thing. It's like, so we're on a mission to get Wii's. Yeah. His wife, and off air, I know I've told you guys the story about the mix up with the video rental.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. She's the store manager at Target. So he's like, we're waiting, we're looking around. Like, we can't find, we want to get the kids Wii's, right? I mean,
I think it's irresponsible that you're trying to get your kids weed.
it was.
Josh is partially deaf. Don't hold it against him.
I said we, but he's got the D on the mind. And on the colon, apparently, at times.
What had happened was
Anyway.
he stole my weed.
All right, listen.
I'm not very good at that.
So, my buddy finally calls me up and says, hey, guess what? We can get this. Because I want to get it by Christmas. And I want to, that's how I remember. Like November, somewhere around there. We want to get it by Christmas that time, but it was like, at the time, it was like innovative as shit, you know?
Right.
It was like the Furby, remember the Furbies? Tickle
Oh my
Me Elmo?
god. Do you know what
Tickle Me
happens if
Elmo?
you set a Furby on fire?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
But listen, it was like those things where it's like, boom, everybody had to get one. We couldn't get one. Around April, May, going into summer that following year, got one.
Just one.
My buddy told, no. My buddy told me, he's like, hey, we can get this, blah, blah, blah. So we got it, bought it, sat on them. We both had one. We wanted to see, can we stretch this out till next Christmas? Yeah, we did. So we tried to do it. So we put in the thing, right? And his was fine. Like, oh yeah, the kids love it. I was so excited to play with the kids. We put in all the little things, did this, put in the of course, I bought all the accessories. Did all that. It's like, do you remember how innovative it was? It was like everybody was doing the
Wii Fit.
well, yeah. That
Wii
Sports was addictive as fuck. But that's the thing. Hold on, that's the key thing to the story. But I remember people would be like, oh my god, I'm standing here in my living room. I could bowl by myself. I could pool by myself. I could ping pong. It's like I'm wearing the exact same outfit. I'm doing the exact same motion. And everyone's like, look at me. And everybody was going nuts for it, right? So I'm like, I got caught up in the thing. Like kids wanted, and grandmothers could play it, and play with their grandkids.
It was the universal console.
Keeping kids active and stuff like that, and everything. And then they started the Wii Fit. There was places that were opening up that were doing Wii Fit classes. Let me ask you guys something. Where are they now?
If there is still a Blockbuster, which there is still a Wii Fit
somewhere. Yeah, right. And I remember going to. I told Ryan this story too. I remember taking the kids bowling.
Real life bowling.
Real life bowling. And I remember hearing the people next to us. The girl comes up. She's like, "I don't know what's going on. I'm so much better at the Wii bowling." And my jaw dropped. But anyway, so I get we finally get that. My buddy and I go there, and I get all the Wii, the consoles, extra controllers, all the accessories, the thing for the Wii Fit, the Wii Sports. So we put it in there, and I put it in, and I put the Wii Sports in. And it's not working. I was so excited. Mm-hmm. We're like, all right, come on, kids. And we put in all our things, you do all the information. If you want to buy more stuff, you put that in, blah, blah, blah. Start doing the... which it'll come later. And I put in the Wii Sports, and it's not working. So I'm like, hey, and I text my buddy. I'm like, are you having problems with your system? He's like, no, everything's going good. Kids are having a great old time. I'm like, can we take a break for a minute? Because I really need help, as usual, with technology.
Yeah.
We all help you.
I know. And I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So he comes over to my house. And we troubleshoot, blah, blah, blah. It's not, I'm like, oh my God, I bought a defective system.
And you waited a whole year.
The warranty was out. Well, not quite a year, but I sat on it. We wanted to stretch it for the kids till the following Christmas. But the warranty was out. I didn't have...
So, you're so terrible with technology that even though you just went through all this, like, making your own characters... You have literally turned the system on and put in all your information. That when you put the disc in, you were like, "Oh, well, it's broke. The disc's not working."
I have a hypothesis about this.
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna wait till the end of the story.
It's gonna play into the story because he brought his system over. and We were doing some troubleshooting and everything. Is like, it worked. I'm like,
and
it
all
worked
the kids
fine.
were sitting on the couch playing with their phones or something, rolling their eyes.
Well, no.
At their dads.
See, my kid at the time, like my daughter was like 7 or 8 at the time, and my son was just a little bit older. Not, they were doing the pee-wee soccer thing and everything, and his kids were over same age. So we're like, oh my God, we got to spring into action. So we come up with a plan because his wife is the store manager, but she can't be there, not on her shift. We're gonna go. And I had the money. He's going to go... I give him the money. He goes in, buys a new Wii. That's when they had him behind the glass and everything. Mm-hmm. And then get the receipt and everything. And then I don't even take a parking spot. Just like a bank robbery. Then he comes out, and what I do is take the console and just switch them. And then I go in and return it. Okay. So he had the idea. He's like, what about the serial numbers? Like, I'll take care of that. It's like, but I was banking on the fact that the time I was using time was on my side because the receipt said I was here and I'm sitting there and I was kind of nervous. I felt like, like even though you're not doing anything, like when a cop is behind you, you get that feeling. I was like that in line. I was like,
I always get pulled over.
You know how I feel, what I feel about people and everything, but I'm like, especially out in public, but I was like purposely trying to start up conversations so the return people at Target could hear me, and I was speaking loud enough, and the closer I got to the line, I'm like, oh, it's so funny. You're going to love this. I was sitting there buying a gift for my nephew. It's his birthday coming up. My sister just bought this. And she texted me, so I got to return it. And the receipt, so I come up, so loud enough so everybody can hear. I'm like trying to gauge conversation.
You're overselling it.
I am. And now that I'm telling the story, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing it too much.
God, that looks so obvious.
Just so when I get up to the desk, because he freaked me out. My buddy freaked me out about the serial numbers matching on the box and everything. So I get up there, the gal's up there, and I'm like, oh, this is duh. Look, I bought this 6 minutes ago. My sister, she's all, yeah, I heard the story. Let's just keep this day moving. So, boom, done. Okay? Get home, got the new Wii, done. So I go in there. We're like, all right, new one. Pop it in. So I go to pull up my, what do they call the avatars? The Mii's.
The Mii's.
Mii's. And it dawned on me, I didn't wipe the fucking Mii's from the other console. Like, all my personal information, my account, like where you could buy more stuff, like how they had the Wii and everything. Like, the kids and I, we made stuff. Like, there's fun little stuff. Like, we did one of Dad. We did one of Stone, like a bald guy. Like, oh, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. We did one. Like, my daughter was like 7 or 8, like I said. But like we'd play. Like Friday night was like kid time.
Yeah.
And you want Chinese food? At that age, I know people listening and you guys listening. At the time, we did a little Asian lady, and we used to get Chinese takeout. They deliver it. And she used to love the rice, so she did like an Asian lady called her Rice.
How did her turn out?
No way! She's fine. She's with a black man, has a black man, but no way is she racist. At 8 years old. Just a little Asian avatar, Rice.
I love you, Rice.
Yeah. But she just didn't know. She just saw, oh, Rice, and then the lady was...
That's the lady that brings me rice.
Yeah, exactly.
Her name must be Rice.
But all my information, I'm like, I was freaking out. Because even at my age, even at that age right now, I'm always like a little kid afraid of like, oh my God, I'm going to be in trouble. As much shit as I do, stupid ass shit. I don't want to get in trouble.
They're going to be mad at me.
Exactly. So I call my buddy. Like, not text. You know, either it's...
Just in case your phone's being read or something.
It's too long. Like, Target's got drones and shit.
All right.
Oh my God. Can
Target?
we pause this? Target has a full forensic lab. 2 of them in America. They're like the one store you don't want to fuck with.
You're the reason for this.
Anyway.
They help out with the police when Target's low on retail-related crime. They loan their labs to the police to help catch up.
Fuck off. Yes, I was very afraid. Like, they're like, oh my, like 2 reasons.
You
One,
think I'm fucking with you.
I paid with a credit card, so I'm like, they're going to easily track me down. Or 2, somebody's going to buy that and have all my information, all my stuff, and
Sweet
so,
free Wii games.
Exactly, right? And purchase whatever else because I got all the information on there. So I called my buddy back, not text, because
Because there was urgency.
Yeah. And I go, we got to spring into action.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Pretty much.
You guys, we have to go buy the exact Wii, wipe its memory, and then return it again!
But check it out. He was smart enough because he's all about... I'm not an avid gamer guy. He was. Mm-hmm. And serial numbers and stuff like that. So he came up with the plan. Okay, let's go again. Here's the second time I got to dedicate my time to your bullshit. So we go back. This time he goes in, and the dude, they had him behind the glass and everything. And I was playing the role of the friend, okay? And he starts dropping like fucking like some bullshit like, yeah, I know the manufacturer's updates. There's certain serial numbers that end in such and such, blah 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 blah. I can modify stuff. I can get this. There's downloads that are coming. I'm constantly doing that. So do you mind if I go through your games and look at the serial numbers? And the guy's like, okay. And he did that, and there was like, must have been like 20, 30 games, Wii games there. And to the point where I thought it was a good idea to add authenticity to the story, where I start like, hey, get a load of this guy. He's a fucking asshole. He wants to, gotta go through serial numbers. I'm heckling him and he's doing me a favor. And he's looking at me like, he's like,
shut up, man. I'm doing you a favor.
It came down. It was the third to the last Wii out of 30 some odd. And we got it back. So we take it home. Basically, I bought back the Wii. Now I got 2 Wiis.
And then you returned it.
Wiped it clean, right? Yeah. And he goes, okay, I'm done. I'm done with your bullshit. I've dedicated 2 fucking things. It's an easy return. Just go do it. I go, okay. So I go, now I'm flying solo. I go back again. Holding the same
it's the same lady, isn't it?
No. I go, if it's the same person at the return desk, I got to come up with a plan. If it's a different person, which it was, same story. Oh, this is going to be a hoot for you to hear.
A real hoot.
I just bought this like an hour ago because I had the receipt because I bought the Wii. I'm thinking to myself, okay, even with the serial numbers and that bullshit that I was thinking like it was fucked up. And I kind of thought about that time, like, because you know me, I'm not gonna fuck anybody over like on purpose. So I'm thinking to myself, it might be kind of a headache, but at least won't have a problem, like, you know, so I become that person because I bought back that same Wii. It was a different person. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a real funny story.
A real hoot.
A real hoot. I bought this about an hour ago. Here's the receipt. It's in the box. My sister, you know, blah, 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 you know, fucking my nephews and everything. This guy was a Target employee of a different fucking caliber. He goes, okay. He had no time for me or my bullshit. First thing he does, pops it open, slides it out. Serial numbers don't match. I'm like, my stomach was like, I got a knot. I was like shrieking. I'm like, so what do I do? Number one, play dumb. I'm like, I don't know what any of that means. I don't. Well,
serial numbers?
You guys know me. It's not that far off from play dumb.
It's a week.
I'm actually dumb. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here or anything like this. You can see the receipt. I just bought he's like, no, the serial. I'm like, do you need to see? Here's the credit card. He's like, no, I can't take this back. The serial numbers do not match what's on the thing there. So I'm like, okay, all right. What do you think I'm trying to pull? It's like, what are you implying? Do you think I have another Wii out in my car that's for some reason, what psycho lunatic would come up with a plan that I have another Wii out in my car and all I'm doing is pulling shenanigans? I did.
Wait a minute. Are you ripping yourself a new asshole? You just described everything you did.
I am. Yeah, but I'm calling his bluff. And I'm literally. What I'm doing is I'm basically defending the person that I tried to put in that position. And I become that person. I'm like, what are you implying? What do you think happened? Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, you know, the dumb part, playing dumb didn't work. So now I have to, I have to get on the defensive. I'm like, what do you think?
Do you think he had one of those bobs like the I want to see your manager?
No.
Moms?
Here we go. I go, there's nothing happening here. There's nothing going. I'm not trying to pull anything. I'll take store credit. I don't even want it. It's not about the Wii. I don't want the Wii. I don't. It's not. I just don't need this. I go, you don't need to call anybody. So he calls. Let me call the store manager.
It's the lady.
It's my buddy's wife. Oh my God. She comes up. She's like, hey, Sean, how's it going? I'm like, good. Yeah, I'm just trying to return this and everything. She goes, I'm not going to use my buddy's name. But she goes, oh yeah, I just talked to him. He said everything was good. You guys were home. You got the little kinks worked out and everything. You guys are playing at home. Because he didn't want her to know that he was part of the heist. Oh my God. Which I found out it was a defective Wii Sports disc. Which right now, if you look online, on eBay, you could push a button and buy it for a penny. I bought 2 fucking Wii and basically committed fraud.
You want to know the best part about this from a retail standpoint?
Oh my God.
I've dealt with that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've dealt with that guy. They're always at fault.
I know.
You know what?
I'm like, what psycho asshole comes up with a plan? What do you think? I have another Wii out in the car? I did.
Not that time.
No. I'm like, please don't come out to the car. Please don't come out to the car.
Sir, we're going to have forensics go over your car.
So, fun fact, there's an easier way out of that than calling the manager or...
Okay, at the time, I thought it was a good idea.
No, here's the thing. So, when you went to go do the return and he told you he couldn't accept it,
Yeah.
you could have just walked away and said, whatever, I'll do a chargeback on my credit card. You could call your credit card company and be like, yeah, it was a defective unit. They charged me for it. They wouldn't let me return it. And chargebacks allow you the freedom to just leave the fucking console on the counter, and your credit card company will take the money back for you. There's this... Because somebody's pulled that on me.
This, you know what? I've literally... Look who you're talking to. I literally just heard that for the first time.
Ryan doesn't know what a chargeback is. Probably half the viewership has never heard of a chargeback. Essentially, you tell your credit card company, hey, this is your money.
Whoa, I got a lot of people who come to the shop.
Essentially, you can tell your credit card company, hey, this is your money. I'm not paying the bill until you sort this out. I want them to give you your money back because I'm not paying that.
Okay, you're giving me too much credit. I would never figure that out.
But somebody would. There's an easy way around it in your situation. I've had somebody pull that chargeback shit on me. You can do that.
That's ridiculous.
Well, anyway, that's my Wii story.
You want to hear my Wii story?
Okay.
It was around Black Friday, the year the Wii was released. There was probably 10 available at our store at the Walmart.
Yeah.
And I got one. I paid for it,
Right.
went home and played it. And that's the whole story because I'm not a fucking criminal.
Or an idiot. I mean, I don't mean any harm. It's not like I fucking... I became the guy I was trying to fuck. That's irony.
Which is weird because I'm usually the guy you're trying to fuck.
I'm the victim. It's like, what are you implying, sir? I'm the victim.
Are you calling me a criminal? Every time somebody jumps to that, they are being a criminal.
I know.
I when I was working at the grocery store, a woman came in with a very common scam. I'm not going to go through it all. And the manager saw right through it, called her on her bullshit in a minute. He hasn't yet. He goes back to the back room, prints out the photo of her stealing the item, essentially.
Like shoplifting?
Essentially, but
okay.
It's a little different. And walks back up, says, okay, so the purchase was over $25. We're going to need to see your driver's license to be able to issue your refund.
Okay.
He gets her driver's license, writes down her name, number, and then tells her, yep, you were fucking trying to scam us, so we're not going to give you a refund. You can't have the item back. You can leave the store or I can call the cops.
But if you think about it, all I did was I bought a Wii.
Yeah.
And
You
then just
waited too long.
returned. There was no money lost or gained. I just returned the one. Like I said, okay, I thought it wasn't defective. It was the disc.
Can I give you an alternate scenario
I'm an idiot.
of how this plays out? The first return, right? It gets put back on the shelf, and no problems. No. Somebody else buys it. No big deal. They play it. Nothing happens with your identity.
I forgot to wipe it.
They're playing it for years. They wiped it when they got home, realized somebody else, they're playing it for years, right? And then somebody steals their Wii. But they have the box in the closet. They have the serial number. They'll find it. The box and the serial number don't line up. They'll never fucking find their Wii. They do find the Wii. It's the wrong fucking Wii. It's the one you have the box for. Now you're a criminal.
Oh, great.
I too have an alternate scenario.
Oh, here we go.
You realize all your credit card information is on there, so you call up your credit card company and cancel your credit card.
All right, I never said I was this. You guys know I'm not the smartest.
Alternate reality.
Oh, for fuck's sake. After the fact. It's only been, a decade?
You get home and you realize that all your information is stored on your account through the Wii. You change your Wii password.
Even Rice?
It won't log them in.
I don't know any of this stuff. I know what you guys are doing.
Well,
I panicked and it just came up with a Lex Luthor type plan.
Well, you see,
did you shave your head before you walked in the store? You're like, I need to come in.
I need to disguise.
who
I've
are
been
you?
here 3 times today.
Who are you? I'm Lex Luthor, the greatest criminal mastermind of our time.
He shaved his head because he was going for the Lex Luthor thing. Realized that that's fucking bullshit. Puts on a lady's wig, some lipstick, and a dress, and goes and makes the return.
Oh, a disguise would have been good considering it's 3 times in a weekend.
I don't get how you jumped over. Maybe I'll just cancel that credit card.
I don't know how you thought returning the wrong Wii was ever a good idea in the first place. Why didn't you just return the Wii? It was still in warranty. You said it wasn't even a year yet.
Can't you? No, it was. It was over the warranty because like they do like the 90-day thing.
Did you ever consider
And
calling tech support for the Wii?
I did not. Obviously.
You went to criminal behavior
That's
before you
the
went
thing.
to tech support.
It was
That's how terrible
It
tech
was
support
the
is.
disc. It was a defective disc.
And they would have told you
You
that.
could go on eBay right now and buy it for a penny. Look at me!
You need a new copy. It's a penny.
You want to know where that Wii is now? I think it's the one in the shop.
There's stolen merchandise in your shop.
No, it's if anything, it's merchandise I bought twice.
It's double the retail value. All right.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah.
I think I might save this for another Space Monkeys because you have another really great story that you need to tell.
Fuck, why is it always on me? Come on. Which one?
Hey,
The-
We got
today
an
or-
epiphany on somebody.
Hey, he was telling you that you needed to tell that story on the next Space Monkeys, right?
No, he won't care. I just asked him. He doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I care.
It does.
Who are we
It's
talking
great.
about?
The same guy that my accomplice.
Come
Okay, you gotta
on.
tell it.
You know, we can just go a little
I
longer.
want to hear yours.
Fine.
I'm dying.
No. Fuck you.
I'm dying. I'm curious here. I want. Come
All right,
on.
I'm gonna keep this short, so we can talk. So you can tell this story. it's a good story. So the other day, I was at work, and a song came on, and it started making me think about dance moves and stuff.
Ricky Martin. And other things.
And I started thinking about really stupid dance moves. These aren't in any particular order.
Okay.
Quit dugging, all right?
I'm not dugging it. I'm doing.
That
I
one's
forgot what it's called. Hey, Macarena. That's what I was doing.
that's the third one on the list.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anyway, spoilers.
So here's a list of some dumb dance moves, not in any particular order, just whatever came to mind.
Okay.
The top two, however, are fairly recent and probably the worst. They are the worst offenders.
Okay.
The Bernie.
Have you heard of this?
I
Yesterday.
explained a little.
Have you seen it?
No. Well, actually, no,
Yes,
no, no.
I showed
yeah.
him.
Yeah, you showed me yesterday.
Are any of you familiar with the hit classic Weekend at Bernie's? Well, basically, some, I guess, rappers, for lack of a better word, decided that'd make a really cool dance move. And they did a whole music video about doing the Bernie. And it's a thing that people do now. That is a dance.
Oh, they don't do it now. They did it for like a month and got over it. Like everything in modern day culture.
And I thought it was hilarious because their key demographic, 14-year-olds, have no idea who Bernie was.
Yeah. Think about it. Weekend at Bernie's was like.
I watched that.
But that
Year
movie is
ago.
from like 1980.
Yeah, it was like an 80s movie.
Like 84.
Yeah.
If I'm right.
When chicks
I look
still wore their
amazing.
bathing
If I'm
suits
wrong,
really high up.
Yep.
That 80s ass though. Sean's a fan.
I'm a fan of ass.
So I thought that was hilarious and stupid that like they were teaching young people this dance about a character that they know never heard of.
Right.
Unless you're, weird like me and watched a bunch of old movies when you were young.
Makes sense.
The next one is the biggest offender of stupid dance moves.
There we go.
It was very popular when Josh and I were in high school. Very, done a lot. In the middle of a school day, in the hallways, by douchebags. You know, those ones that they weren't even on sports teams. They just thought they were hot shit for no reason.
Yeah.
It's called, it's from a song. The song is called You Are a Jerk.
Uh-huh.
No, it's you're a jerk.
Whatever, I don't fucking listen to that shit. I listen to good music with, tempo and lyrics.
We're just trying to get you going. Come on. It's right there.
And so created this dance. Everyone just called it jerking.
Jerky. Okay.
Which meant something different to me. I was like, why aren't these kids getting arrested? Oh, it's a dance move. Never mind.
Jerking the pre.
It's pre-Epiphany.
That's what I thought.
And
I see what you did there.
and it's you're probably gonna for some of these you're gonna have to do a little Googling after you get done listening to this.
How do you do the Google?
I don't know. Search it online.
How to do the Google.
Google results are type into Google bar.
Wait, let me Google that for you.
So basically it's like moonwalking, but you're not going anywhere.
Okay.
And I can't even describe how stupid it is without visuals. But when you're done with this, type how to jerk into... No, that doesn't make the list. That's a great move, jackass.
People are confused right now.
The waltz? Is that on the list?
A waltz, like... dancing? No!
You talk about me. Remember, we were talking about this yesterday, and I started box stepping.
The waltz is like old.
That's the only form of dancing that's acceptable.
Yes. I mean, well, I can't really talk too much. I don't really dance, and if I get enough alcohol into me, it's just my body moving on its own.
That's what I do. That's my dance move. I call it the chub fondue. I just stand in the middle of the dance floor, and the bass moves my rolls and my love handles and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm sweating profusely.
like
Well,
to the
it's
point.
hard
So this dance got so popular in high school that the main like 3 guys that were like super into those stupid dance moves. There was like a whole slew of them. I don't remember any of them. This one stuck out the most because it was the worst. They started a dance group, air quotations, dance group,
Okay.
where they would all do that in synchronism.
The jerks?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Josh and I called them. Actually, we called them dickheads.
Is that the one? Is that the one you were showing me?
Yeah.
I go. I think I saw Urkel do that.
Did I do that? You might have, Urkel. You might have. All right, the next one. I'm gonna try and move on because that's a burning place of hatred in my heart.
I know.
Dance.
You're still Bruce Banner. We want to see the Hulk. I want to see a Ryan tirade.
The Macarena.
Oh,
Mostly because of the song.
it was like the Wii of dancing.
Yeah, everyone had to do it.
Everybody was doing it.
Josh added a couple to my list. He felt the moonwalk was needed to put on here.
Moonwalk is badass, dude. Don't.
Have you ever been in a fucking airport on one of the fucking moving sidewalks and somebody's in place with their moonwalk? Fuck the moonwalk.
No, fuck them.
See, I was there when Michael Jackson did the first moonwalk and got the hair burnt up, the Pepsi thing, and got the hair burnt.
Although, what did make... I forgot to write this down. In place of moonwalk, Thriller dance.
No, I disagree. The Thriller is where it's at.
No, the song is very entertaining.
What
but
you're really missing on the list is Soldier Boy. Tellums.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Superman, you.
Oh,
What about
God.
what was the one you were crunking?
Crumping.
Crumping zombies. I think Thriller was doing that before it was a thing. Am I wrong?
All right, the only reason I know I've ever heard of crumping is because of Mad TV. That video I was showing you.
Yeah.
When you're done listening to us, type in crumping, Mad
They were
TV.
done listening to us an hour ago.
We're only at 59 minutes.
My point exactly.
Crumping. It's like basically you're having a very violent seizure in the middle of a club.
I've seen it.
It's like if Imagine a mosh pit like at a heavy metal concert,
Yeah.
except it's like
No
rappy
contact.
techno.
Oh, look, that I
No
know.
contact mosh pits. Seriously. They're
Unless-
violently fighting without hitting each other.
Dancing with the Scars.
The next couple are very important dances to us honkies, us white people.
What's a cold ass honky?
The sprinkler.
Oh. Ryan showed me this.
And you're like, oh, it makes sense.
I'm like, there's a name for that. Because I've seen it, but I didn't know there was a name for it. He's like, the sprinkler. And I'm like, what the fuck is a sprinkler? I mean, I know what a sprinkler is, but what is the sprinkler? And he did it. I'm like, holy shit. You just dropped science on me because that makes sense.
In the same vein as the sprinkler, you're missing a few. The lawnmower?
I'm not familiar with the lawnmower. Oh, where you just elbow someone that's dancing behind you in the face?
That's a mosh pit thing.
And you're missing the Q-tip. And you can mix the two of them. The lawnmower Q-tip.
God, I wish we had video right now.
Don't forget about the bus driver. Driving, passenger on. Driving, passenger on. If you want visuals and you can't find people actually doing these,
for fuck's
just
sake.
look up what they're named after.
I don't even give a fuck about anybody listening. This is awesome for me.
All right.
My
Keep
goal-
going, guys.
My goal
Keep
upon
going.
coming on the podcast isn't to get a lot of views. It's to make you guys laugh, so you can't properly make a podcast.
This is great.
The next one, the Cabbage Patch.
Oh, I know that one.
Sean's very familiar with it. I'm pretty sure he invented it.
Nope. It was like to squeeze my cleavage together. It's a follow-up to the Chub Fondue.
Oh my god, you don't have the worm.
The worm is...
Oh no, I already told him about the 80s, the early breakdancing stuff. Like the worm, the
You
wave,
can worm so hard that you land back on your feet.
the
and you're
windmill,
human again.
the
I
windmill,
know,
the head spin.
I've done
The
it.
meat spin?
Yeah. And I told him I gave him the story about how when breakdancing first came out, I thought it was awesome, but then I fucking hated it. You know
You
why?
couldn't do it.
Because I couldn't do it.
That
That's
looks
dumb.
so cool. I hate everyone who is capable, and I'm going to talk mad shit about it.
Exactly.
The Running Man, another very important honky dance.
Oh, I'm too overweight and smoke too much. I get winded. I couldn't do it, and I'm not going anywhere. So.
I do the Running Man at home. It's the only exercise I get.
I've seen you at work. You do the Running Man at work, literally.
I am the Running Man
You
at
put
work.
way too much effort into work, am I right?
He does. He makes me, again, I get tired looking at him.
I have to look busy. I don't want them to know how easy my job is. I need to make it look hard.
The one that I go to the pet store, where it's even like a puppy in the window falling asleep. Should have put a little calendar behind him.
The Egyptian.
You did, yeah, you did.
If you can't figure that one out, type in hieroglyphs. You might want to
You
Google
look
how to
like
spell
a
hieroglyphs.
cat's eye in a pyramid.
or the Bengals.
You know, walk like an Egyptian.
the Bengals. Giggity.
I feel like a lot of these might be missing a lot of our younger viewers. They're like, walk like the Egyptian. What are you
How
talking
many
about?
times do I have to tell you? Younger viewers, you don't have any.
Can't touch this. The hammer dance.
I actually learned something fun about that dance.
Yes.
You guys ready? It's all in the pants.
It is.
You're not doing anything special. It's the pants. You can't do it in normal pants. You have to have those pants.
You have to have hammer pants.
I do have a second story, speaking of that.
This one very well known because of Johnny Bravo. The monkey. Do the monkey with her.
I'm not going to do the monkey with either of you guys.
Sorry, you did the lawnmower. I could do the
Stupid
Have
nonconformist.
you guys heard about the episode 13? It's where you do the lawnmower and the Q-tip. Sometimes you can throw in the Bernie.
That's where you do it. That's where you do it all, but very limp.
Everything Josh just said is basically me trying to get from here to bed after a fifth. or a half gallon.
Fifth what?
Jack Daniels, vodka.
You drink 5 of those?
Oh, well played.
Oh, that's funny.
And Josh added the moonwalk and the waltz.
The
Come
waltz was
on.
a joke. I wanted to piss you off, and it worked.
Ryan's-
The moonwalk, I legitimately hate the moonwalk.
He was
Because you
telling
can't
me
do it,
I
huh?
can.
that's like me with breakdancing.
I can do it. Absolutely, I can moonwalk.
Yeah.
Not on this floor in these shoes, but yeah.
Oh, sure. I got a girlfriend. She just doesn't live around here.
She lives in Canada. Stop bugging me.
And that's all I have for that. Jerking is stupid.
He wraps around to jerking again.
I feel like I just accidentally shamed some really hardcore masturbators.
Again,
They're like, why? You
That's
were
your
my
target
hero.
audience.
Devin did say when he listens to the podcast, he told me, he looked me dead in the eye and he was like, when your voice is on, I jerk off.
He has epiphanies. Maybe.
The epiphany happens after
After.
the orgasm.
Yeah.
We need to make that clear.
Oh, after.
He goes,
Post.
when you're telling your long-winded
have-
fucking stories, I'm jerking off the whole time you're talking.
When you have that moment of clarity after orgasm, that's an epiphany.
All right.
So you want to hear a real quick Hammer Dance story?
5
Yeah.
minutes or less, man. I
Wait,
got a
Hammerman?
bedtime. It's almost
The
8.
Hammer. You said the Hammer Dance? All right, check it out. Me and my buddy, I was telling you about the one that we used to go when we were doing the landscaping company. We used to go. They sent
Pablo.
us. No,
Jesus.
I can't say his name.
Is it Hispanic?
It is, but he's the
Nailed
one.
it.
We go across the state, basically the other side of the state, right on the border, and we do that. And it was just him and I for 3-4 days. And they'd send us out with this amount of money. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
It's just not picking you up very, very much, only when you're laughing.
What you switched something.
I was just adjusting the gain because you were laughing and talking so loud earlier that you were peaking the entire audio for like 5 minutes.
Maybe I was going for a epiphany. I wanted to peak. Anyway, so we go there and you send us there for 3-4 days.
Mm-hmm.
How did I do that?
Okay. And we have this certain amount of money we had to get done in that amount of time. But there's nothing like us out there.
Yeah.
So there'd be like extra, like people would come up and be like, "Oh my God, you guys do this? Can you do my lawn? Can you do this? Can you do that?" If we have the material, yeah. Like the first time we got caught with our pants down.
Mm-hmm.
Second, after that we're like, "Oh, we're gonna bring some more. We're bringing a purse and they can do that."
Yeah.
Because we could, they're paying us cash. It's like we were like driving down. We had like this. It was like the JFK fucking.
It's an ice cream van.
Pretty much.
People are running
yeah.
out. Oh my God! I want that one.
Exactly.
They're pointing to like
Exactly.
pictures because they don't speak the language you
Like
speak.
they would give us, so we were there, let's say 4 days, and then we had to drive back. Not counting drive time, we were there 4 days, and we had to do this much amount of applications.
You had to make commissions. Or...
So we had, let's say there's 2 of us, so they do 2, 4, 6, 8, so eight grand. We would come back with over 22. Because of if we had the material, and like we could have got more. Why don't we put a branch out there? But anyway, here's the funny story. So we get there the first time, and we're driving, and it's Route 160. It's the loneliest highway in America. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. So we're driving. There's nothing, no radio substitute, no. I mean, there's that long stretch like that. There's literally this last point. You need to fill up with gas, or you're not going to make it. We do that, and we finally get to our destination. We're going up, and like they put us up in a hotel.
Motel 6?
No. Nice place. I don't want to say any names there. And no,
Definitely wasn't the Hilton.
it wasn't the Hilton. And I'm a card carrying Hilton member.
I watched a video about somebody staying a night in a Hilton once.
But check this out. We get out and we're unloading stuff and everything, right? So I'm the first one to go in, and my partner. He's like, I assumed he was just grabbing stuff because usually we go in together and then we come back and start, getting our stuff and everything. But we get the room and everything. But I come back out, and what I didn't know is he got out, and for some odd reason he took a gamble on a fart and shit his pants. And he was down in the crouched hammer position. He was like this.
I don't want to close my legs.
No. He was spread and crouched. Like, he was like...
He had already lost the clinch.
Yeah. Interesting story. The previous time we were there...
He also shit himself.
No.
That time it was on purpose.
We were doing a church. And this is when we got down... We were ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
So I go do the church, and we just split off. I go to this church. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to do is pull down here, but instead I pulled like the square footage of we're doing lawns. And it was easier for me to pull right there by the dumpster, and I could pull my hose all the way around, pivot around a tree, and go all the way down, and just go back and hit the whole lawn, spray it and everything, and then just reel up when I'm done. By the time I got back there was a fucking black bear who had got into the dumpster and proceeded to lean against my truck. And I'm like, what the fuck do I do?
I imagine you with your poison hose and a giant black bear. Psst. Oh, that just pissed him off.
If I had my tree hose, I'd have blasted him in the face. But I got the little lawn hose. It's like one of those lawn, when you're watering the lawn, it just goes like this. The water pressure that comes out.
The poor people sprinkler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're doing that. So keep that story in mind. This is the next time we go after the bear story. So he's down like this, and I come back, and I don't see him at first, and I go back, I'm grabbing him. I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? And then I come around the truck, and I'm grabbing the rest of the stuff, and I see him down like this, and I'm like, hey, what's... And I start crouching down, too. I'm like, is there a bear? Is there a bear? We're both, like, crouched down. I'm like, I don't even ask any questions. I'm just like, we're both doing... Basically, we look like two idiots doing a Tai Chi class in the parking lot. We're down like this. I don't know what's going on until it hits my nostrils. I'm like, did you just crack a rat? He goes, dude. He's like, please, I don't want to fuck around right now. I'm like, what's happening? He's like, I shit my pants. I'm like, okay. I go, hold on, I'll take care of it. So I grab the rest of his stuff, and I'm lugging it into the hotel and everything. And they see we're in uniform. And there's people, again, they're like, oh, you guys are the guys. Can you do mine? And like everything. And what we need to do, we'll give cash. Like, we're again, we got a set amount. But these people are like so apeshit for it that we make like quadruple what we're set to make. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, what you need to do is fill out these forms. And so we have documented thing. And if you want a return thing, we'll be more than happy, but here's our schedule. And what you need to do is take these forms and go out and talk to him. There's this crowd of people that go there, and he's got a pants full of shit. Yeah, he's doing the hammer dance. And he's like, fucko, what are you doing?
They call you fucko too?
And he's got this crowd of people. Mothers, like, elderly.
Mommy, it stings.
I go, yeah.
Why do we gotta talk to the smelly guy to
What
get our
you need
lawn
to do is
taken
go out and
care of?
talk to him. Because I was being an asshole.
And his asshole wasn't.
Yeah. So that's the other story I got on that one. I figure I'd tell as much stories as I make myself look like an asshole. Now I just want to be the asshole.
Right.
Not his.
Oh no, not his.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have time for the other story.
No, we're going to save that for another
all the
time.
I've got.
Yeah, it's almost his bedtime. 8:30.
It's 10.
Oh, it's past my supper time. All right, guys. Well, that was awesome.
That was a
Yeah,
good space
fun.
piece.
Yeah.
It was fun.
No shit related story. Well, there was one. They always got to have
We
one.
can't go an episode without shit.
But we didn't.
Shit.
Now everyone knows how I feel about dancing.
Oh. Yeah. Again.
I should have changed it. I should change it to dancing. I should have put dancing.
Dancing. Do we really need it?
Do you guys dance?
I can dance if I want to.
I'm not
I
talking
can
about
leave my friends behind. Because my friends don't
Nice!
dance, and if they don't dance, then
Yo,
they're
no friend of mine. We can dance. We can dance. We can dance if we want to. Peace, assholes.